City live here on Mic Drop Sports. I'm Jason, and I'm your host for this evening. We are going to kick things off with an exciting day of Steelers news. Forgive me as I adjust and bring things up here as we're going. Big day here in the Steelers world with the release of Patrick Peterson. That seems to be all the buzz. Also, Russell Wilson, according to several outlets, has met with the Pittsburgh Steelers and was in Pittsburgh. Also to meet with the Raiders of Las Vegas. Met with the Giants and also... who else did he meet with? Somebody else he plans to meet with. But the Raiders plan on releasing quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo over this offseason here on March 13th. So the Denver Broncos gave Russell Wilson earlier this week the ability to go start talking and blaze the free agent trail. And he found himself with the New York Giants this morning, then earlier in the afternoon with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we'll see how this is going. What's up, Skyler? Glad to see you, buddy. As always, guys, hit that like button, hit the share, all that stuff. Also, if you are not part of the Mic Drop Mafia, go over and hit that membership tab and get yourself a membership so you can have the emojis and badges and all that stuff as we grow the channel and grow our perks. So, exciting day, guys, as we're moving forward here. Also, like I said, put anything you want to talk about in the chat. Let's talk about that release of Patrick Peterson. We'll talk about the Russell Wilson stuff a little bit. We'll talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers in general, however it's going. What's up, D? What's up, George? Getting the regulars in. What's up, guys? Glad to see you stopping through. It's a Friday here on Steel City Live, so it's a big day, man. Exciting day. So... yeah, good stuff. Anything anybody wants to talk about in particular, you know where to put it. Put it in the chat. We'll definitely get to as many things as we can. But like I was talking about, according to the Athletics, like Mark Cabali, Diana Rossini, all those people connected with the league. Russell Wilson also stopped today and met with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was in Pittsburgh at a time. He was in New Jersey signing autographs and everything, talking to fans in Newark Airport. So Russell Wilson definitely blazing this free agency trail here in 2024, just ahead of the start of the free agency period on March 13th. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are starting to clear some cap space also too. So you're looking now at Patrick Peterson being gone. What are the Pittsburgh Steelers' plans now at corner? Are they going to rely on an injured Corey Trice, guys that they picked up over the late part of the season with Russ and players like that? Who do they pair with a premier corner like Joey Porter Jr.? Well, Steven Nelson says he's not premier, I guess. So, yeah, well, what a jackass. That was kind of a stupid comment. But anyway. All right, let's get to some comments here, Skyler. The DJ being traded. Let's talk about realistically. Yeah, there are talks about him being traded, and that's the thing. Do you sacrifice his production? Do you try to figure that out? Do you try to get out from underneath that $18 million in cap hit? That's the question. You know, you got to weigh the risk and reward. I think Deontay Johnson could be very productive inside of the proper offense and being utilized and getting targets. I don't really know with Deontay. He's one of them finicky type players. We saw him not score for a long time, but you could blame that on the system. You could blame that on shitty quarterback play. There's tons of variables with that. Deontay Johnson, one of the best route runners in the league. That's big, you know, when you can get that separation and get that ability to get open. It's tough to get rid of that, man. Definitely. Is Russ the guy? I don't know, man. I don't know. Robert Road, I must have got it wrong about the 2 cheap years for Russ. I keep hearing about this year and nobody is talking about beyond that. Maybe I heard it wrong. No, I'm seeing that you can get him for 2 years cheap too. I'm not sure exactly how that contract would be worked. You know, I'm not 1,000%, and I thought I heard it wrong too, Robert. So it's not just you, buddy. There's so many things floating around, so many stories floating around on how this team can be constructed, what type of contracts they can give people. So much shit, man. It's so hard to keep up with some of it. What's up, JD? What's up, 24K? What's up, guys? Hey, Jason, did they release Allen Robinson too? Let me check because I'm not sure about that one. I've heard a lot of things. I didn't check that one. Good bring up there, man. Allen Robinson. Let me just see Allen Robinson stuff here if he did get released. I don't think they did just yet. Let's see. Steelers release. Oh, yes, they did, man. Good call. Good call, bro. Good call, bro. Thank you for bringing that up, JD. You're right, buddy. So, Steelers release former Pro Bowl wide receiver Allen Robinson to clear that $10 million in cap space that we were talking about. He was a heavy hit, guys. $10 million bucks. That clears a lot of room here. With Patrick Peterson, with Allen Robinson, that's $16 million, $17 million right there. I'm sure there's a little dead cap money mixed in with that shit, so we're going to have to go through that and break that down here ahead of next week's free agency period. The tampering period starting on March 13th, things like that. Or no, maybe the tampering period might be Monday. We'll have to see, but it's next week. We know that that's next week. And you can start to sign people and have the structure in place to sign people by March 13th. Allen Robinson, though, interesting character guy. Rod via trade from the Los Angeles Rams. A guy that only had he caught just 34 passes for the Pittsburgh Steelers in 18 games last season. That's on 49 targets for 280 yards. I don't even think he had a touchdown while with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. And that's also including, no touchdowns and only 280 yards. The lack of production from that slot receiver role played a huge role in the Pittsburgh Steelers not being successful on offense. And it was one of the key pieces that the Pittsburgh Steelers needed to fix, considering there was a $10 million cap hit there, guys. That's awesome. Yeah, please hit the like button, guys, as you come in. That would be awesome. 24K. I see a screw job coming from Mason. It looks like the Steelers are going to give him the middle finger, and I think you are exactly right, 24K. I think you are correct. I'm thinking the Steelers are definitely eyeing guys like Russell Wilson, and I think they are sending a bold statement by bringing him in. The Steelers typically just don't bring people in just to have chats, man. They usually sign people. You don't hear about them just randomly talking a lot to people. There has to be something going on there. There has to be definite heavy interest from both sides. And when Russ comes here, he's not coming to sit behind freaking Jenny 2 gloves. That ain't going to be the case, guys. We know that for sure. Yes, but I think Mason is going to get screwed. Buffalo center is making a visit to Pittsburgh. That could be interesting, too. I think that could be interesting. And then what do? Do you draft one still, We're going to talk about all this as we move through the show, guys. Re-signed Fiocco. Oh, okay. We saw Braden Fiocco. I can never pronounce his name, to compete. You want him re-signed, or we did re-sign him? I'll have to look and see. Guys, this has been a crazy day. So I didn't upload this morning, but we've been in the process of looking for houses. So we've been dealing with that, and finally came to terms on one tonight. So we'll see how that goes. So now I can get back to doing my normal stuff here. So now that we're all over doing that. One veteran wideout the Pittsburgh Steelers might consider, guys, though, and I brought it up to you several weeks ago, was Tyler Boyd, a guy that would fit well in Pittsburgh and fit well inside of that Arthur Smith offense, in my opinion. A guy that can put, some big numbers on the board if given the opportunity. Tyler Boyd is not a shitty receiver. Tyler Boyd definitely can still produce in the NFL, man. And I just think that, money is going to come into a factor, and that's why Cincinnati ain't going to have him back, or otherwise they'd want him, All right, guys, let's keep going here. Omar cleaning house. Yeah, guys, they're cleaning up this cap space, and that's exactly what they are doing. Let's look up. I'm going to definitely bring up the Steelers cap space right now because they update this shit pretty quickly, pretty regularly, so... man, dude, why? Every time it comes up, the Russell Wilson shit, it just makes me, or not Russell Wilson, Justin Fields shit pops up. All right, guys, let's look at the Pittsburgh Steelers salary cap after some of these cuts and some of these releases, or whatever you want to call them. The Pittsburgh Steelers now sit $18.43 million under the cap, according to Over the Cap. And they're pretty accurate, guys. So, they're spending about $91 million right now on offense, about $140 million in liability on defense. And special teams, you're looking at about $4.7 million. You're going to have to re-sign Christian Kuntz, probably. Quality guy that's performed well, so you're probably going to bring him back. But now with the releases, you're looking at about $18 million is what this is saying. So this should have been updated today. I'd venture to say that that's pretty accurate. Again, you have your guys that you're going to probably restructure, your TJs, your Cams, your Minkas, your Deontay's, or trade Deontay, that kind of stuff. Let's see what Deontay's going to look like. Deontay's cap number, guys, I was wrong. It's not $18 million. It's $15.8 million. If you were to cut Deontay, you hit a dead cap of $5.8 million, but you would save 10. So there's some things. Miss Pittsburgh, what's up? I love the emoji. Terrible towel. Let's do it. Thank you. Hey, guys, let's welcome our newest member, too, today. Miss Pittsburgh, 24K. He joined. Robert Rhodes, member. We're getting some members, man. We're building up. We're building that Mic Drop Mafia up, man. That's big. I'm proud of you guys. Thank you so much. What's up, Roberta? Let's keep going with some cons. They did sign Fiocco. Oh, awesome. That's cool, man. Russ won't go to the Steelers. They're dedicated to giving Kenny a shot, and Russ won't come in to compete. Yeah, I don't know. You never know, man. You might be right, D. That might be, the breaking point for Russell, to where he says, like, look, I ain't coming to compete with Jenny Two Gloves. Like, that ain't happen. Kenny Kitten Mittens, he ain't coming in to compete with that kind of shit. A scrub quarterback like that. That may be his thought process. Good evening. Too many needs to fill with draft picks. Let's go, Colin. Robert Road. You're right about that, Robert. There are far too many needs to fill right now with just draft picks, and that is why they are starting to make this cap space. They got rid of an aging cornerback, a productive slot receiver. So those are two quality moves that they needed to really make, guys. They had to make those moves, and we've been talking about them all off season. We knew they had to make them. All of us did. And I'm glad to see Omar really going and attacking the obvious. And that's big, attacking the obvious and not trying to outsmart yourself. You don't want to do that. Some of these teams try to outsmart themselves, man. And sometimes that gets you in trouble. Good evening. Oh, sorry. Robert Rhodes. Too many needs. We got that. Roberta. I truly do not want Wilson, and I do not think he would improve the team. Probably, I don't know if we'll ever know. I don't know, Roberta. I don't know, because if they do bring Russell Wilson in, you can guarantee Mason Rudolph is not coming back to this team to play third-string quarterback. Mason Rudolph is not going to sign with a team that has Russell Wilson, Kenny Pickett, a guy that they drafted in the first round, a guy that's won a Super Bowl. Mason Rudolph would definitely, I just don't think, and I can't foresee him wanting to do that unless it's his only option out there. And I highly doubt that that's the only team that would want Mason Rudolph with the amount of production that he had in his final 4 games. I just think that it would be kind of crazy for teams to not have any type of interest in him. It would make me really just wonder what the hell they're thinking. All right, guys, hit that like button as we're here on Steel City Live, only on Mic Drop Sports. I'm your host, Jason. Make sure you fire up that like button, spread the show around. You can back out of the live chat, hit the like button, hit the 3 little dots. I think you can hit the like button, but you hit that like button for us as we move through the show. Skylar, so do you think our Russell Wilson meeting is just office saying we're looking? They might be, man. That might be just saying, look, we're not leaving any stone unturned here in this 2024 offseason. We're really making a move here, and there is no bullshit. We are making sure we look at everything. And what really, maybe this message is being sent to Kenny Pickett and saying, look, cuz, we've seen what you've done so far through 25 games, and we're not pleased with the production. We're not pleased with the direction the offense has moved under you being that guy. Your injuries are bothering us. Your production sucks. We're going to have to start figuring this shit out. And that may be, something they're using as a tool to really motivate Kenny into, figuring this shit out and trying to be better. I don't know. It could be, guys. It really could. If they are over the cap, how are they able to sign anyone right now? They're not over the cap, Roberta. They're $18 million under the cap. So they are right now $18.9 million according to overthecap.com, which is good. But total team liabilities right now sit at $247 million. So those liabilities include money down the road too. So, like a little bit of it. It's not like the cap is so weird, guys. There's so many ins and outs of this cap. Again, I'm not saying the number. I used the wrong word before, fictional. It's not a fictional number, but it's a number that can be manipulated so easily. There's so many ways in and out of it. And when you're looking at these numbers, there's ways to make it benefit you and give you the space that you need to be able to sign people. Where there's a will, there's a way with the salary cap, guys, for sure about that. Even if you look at the 2025 cap, they're right now only have for 2025 season 128 million in cap liabilities. So that just shows you how big of a drastic jump that goes down. You don't have a ton of players that are under TJ type deals, Cam type deals, Minka type deals, those deals that are long term, a lot of money. Those deals aren't everywhere on the roster. The Steelers do a good job at controlling a lot of that. All right, guys, let's get to some more comments. All right, Joey Weaver. Hope we can bring in an elite cornerback in free agency. Yes, we have to couple somebody with Joey Porter Jr. The opportunity is right now. You have a guy in Joey Porter Jr. that is an elite player, a great talent, a guy that is going to shine in this league for many years. You don't want to waste that opportunity. I hate to say we've wasted a lot of opportunity with Minka, with TJ, with Cam. And you don't want to let another defender of that kind of caliber go to waste. You got to strike now. Get somebody to match up with Joey Porter Jr. And let's make this room elite, guys. Let me put down the camera a little bit. I'm like being covered up too much by the chat. All right. Oh, welcome, D. D now a Mic Drop Mafia member. What's up, D? Welcome to the membership club. All right. I agree with the moves they have done so far from Roberto. I do too, Roberto. I think they're doing all right. I'm confused. We were 13 million over and now 18 million over after all these releases. Yeah, because you got a dead cap, all that stuff. I'm just going off of what I haven't done my own research yet, JD, with the releases and everything. But overthecap.com tells me a lot. They're pretty good. They're pretty accurate. And right now they're saying that the Steelers have available to them 18.413 million. So that's what they have available right now before any restructures, before any more releases, before any more contract extension type things like I'm saying with the restructure. So they have $18 million to play with today ahead of free agency without anything else. That's what they have going on right now. But they are definitely going to figure out some extensions and things of that nature to lower some of these cap hits on guys like TJ, Cam. Cam's going to have to. Cam got to. Oh, I had a hair. Sorry, guys. I had like a hair on my tongue or something. I was like, what the hell is that? That was like weird. JD, we did that one. Oh, No, you're all right, JD. I knew what you meant, buddy. Con knows the cap and knows how to work it. That is true, Robert. What was his job, guys, before he became the general manager? He was the capologist for the Pittsburgh Steelers for many, many years under Kevin Colbert. Omar Khan knows how to work that money, knows how to work that cap. So I wouldn't be overly concerned with the cap number because why? Omar's a wizard when it comes to that shit, and he will make room. If there's a player the Steelers have a chance to get, he will make sure there's available money in order to sign that player. All right, guys, hit the like button for me. I'd appreciate it. What's up, Steven Carpenter? Oh, wait, I got to say something. Steelers country, Steel City Live. Let's ride. That was Steven shit. I still find that funny. Steel City Live. Let's ride. I hope they don't sign Russell. I really don't. I just don't like him, man. I think he's a douche. Roberta Campbell, we have wasted years with those guys. Yes. Manny, man. Manny. Professor. QB. Yeah, we need a QB. Maybe it is Russell. Robert Road, I'd rather have hair of the dog. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what hair it was. Oh, here, dude. Let me tell you guys something. So our house is on the market now. So there was a showing at our house. We ended up having to take the dogs, and take them and go and get out of the house while people came to look or whatever. And I took my fat 100-pound yellow lab, female yellow lab. She's big and fat and lazy. And I probably walked her and the other one. We have a younger one that's a chocolate lab. She's, a couple years younger. And she's in shape. She's a beast, And I take them down for a walk. I probably walked them about 5.5 miles, 6 miles. and I bring back the yellow one. Soon as she gets out of the SUV, she jumps out of the back. She falls in the front yard, dude. I thought she died. She just like laying there, wouldn't move. I had to go like pick her up and push her to go up the steps into the house, into the front porch. I'm like, dude, you got to move. She's still laying up there. This has been like 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago, that she's like just dying laying there. Fat dog, dude, 100-pound. My chocolate lab ain't down here tonight. I don't know where. I must have really wore him out today, guys, for sure about that. All right. Let's keep going, guys, as we move through here. Don't forget to hit that like button and all that good stuff with the shares. And join in as a Mike Drop Mafia member, man. Robert said that the Rams had $10 million of the $15 million A-Rob made last year. Hey, so that was not a bad deal then for the Steelers since they got out from underneath his $10 million deal this year, you know? So they ended up paying $5 million for, 40 catches, 39 catches, Yes, yeah, D. That's what it is. The Steelers, I think a lot of people got confused, D, whenever the Steelers when the NFL raised that cap all across the league. Because the Steelers had dead money, had cap liabilities. They had like $248 million, $250 million or something at that time of like cap liabilities. So like when that cap increased, they were, slightly just under. It just like got them under barely, It was like got him under a few $1,000,000 or something, I think. Again, guys, I'm no capologist. I try my best, though, but that's just my guess and my take. Claude Bishop, sorry, man. Hello, everyone. What's up, man? Browns. What's up, Browns? Roberta Campbell, they like, hey, Daddy, we are in the training camp. Hey, Claude. All right, get moving here. She's tired. She was tired, dude. Tired, man. I ain't never seen her that tired. I was worried that she was going to die, in which I'd be devastated, guys. I wouldn't be able to do this show if my dog passed, man. I'd be devastated for like days. I can tell you that now. I would be a big baby, man. I'd be a big baby when it came to that. I can't lie about that, guys, at all. Hey, I have a 210-pound Mastiff and an Irish Wolfhound / Dane and half English Mastiff Chocolate Lab. Wow, dude, you got some big-ass dogs, bro. I got a couple 100-pound worth of dogs up there, and that makes me crazy. You got some big-ass dogs. What do you mean, Skylar? What are they going to do? I think they're going to move him back to left tackle, where he needs to be. Skylar asked about Broderick Jones. I think that's what they're going to do is move him back to left tackle and make Dan Moore figure it out. If not, they're going to find somebody else. Dan Moore ain't going to have much of a choice. They drafted Broderick Jones to be the foundational piece on the left side of that line at the tackle position. They didn't draft him to play right tackle, and I don't think that they're going to make him go there. I think they're going to get him back to where they want him to be, man. I really think that. JD, maybe a trade with Bills, DJ for a center and a quarterback or cornerback. Well, they released their center, so the Bills released their center, so he's on the trade market, or the free agency market. So, according to one of our commenters, I can't remember who brought it up, he is coming to Pittsburgh for a meeting. So that's probably a good sign that they want to bring in a veteran center after the release of Mason Cole, and I think that's even in regards to even if they would draft a center, one of the high-ranking guys, a Jackson Powers-Johnson, a Frazier, a Van Pran, something like that. I think they still want to bring in a veteran presence at the center spot because you know how the Steelers are about letting rookies grow a little bit. And I think they've learned their lesson with trying to anoint a rookie center way too quickly, like a Kendrick Green, that kind of shit, I think they're going to go back to the ways that they used to run shit with the center spot. D says the whole concept of pets is weird. You're signing up to be devastated when they die. You're right, dude. I thought about that, man. It's like a person. They're a person. My dog one time, I was gone, man. Sorry, I'm going on story time here all the time now in the last day or so. But anyway, I was away. My youngest son and I, and my oldest son, who's a teenager, he was here with his friend, and they were jumping on a trampoline. I get a phone call that the other dog's choking out the other one because her mouth got caught on her collar. And once her jaw got caught, she started like moving and it kept twisting and it was like choking the other dog to death. Well, they couldn't get it off. The kids couldn't get it off, the other dog that was getting choked, which is the lab that about died today from walking. But anyway, the neighbor had to come over with a knife and cut it off. And I'm telling you, when they called me, I have to admit, I was in tears. My son's in the back screaming like, oh my God, like we had just lost like a parent or something, man. It was devastating, devastating. But anyway, they ended up being okay, but they've never worn a collar since then unless I take them for a walk. They have never had a collar on ever since then because they get too rough with each other and I don't want it to happen again. Also, Skylar says, also hate Wilson, also really want to find out who's going to be the QB for us. We're going to know really soon, guys. We're going to know what the deal is very soon. And is it Kenny Pickett? Is it Russell Wilson? And honestly, is this disrespectful enough that Mason Rudolph looks at it and goes, damn, they're still discounting me, man. They're still bringing guys in to look over top of me. What more do I have to do to prove to these guys that I can play ball? Maybe he thinks like that and says, you know what? Screw it. If somebody offers me something else, I'm going for a fresh start. Screw the Steelers. They're overlooking me now even before free agency starts. What's that mean when free agency actually kicks off? Do I come back? And if you're Mason, what if they did sign Russ really cheap and the Steelers already had made you like a kind of a offer where there was some framework in place and they said come back and you were thinking about it, but the minute Russ is signed, you're screwed, dude. You're down to the third or the second quarterback for sure. No doubt about it. You're not going to start over Russell Wilson, man. You're just not. All right, let's keep going. They draft a tackle in round 1 or 2 for sure and sign a center. They might, Robert. I think that's probably the path. Claude, would you take Russell Wilson over Pickett and Mason? I want to see Mason, and I know people say that he's a backup, and I get that, but he's never had the chance to prove it, and I just want to see what that man can do as the starter, as a guy that's getting the opportunity for the season, knows he's in the driver's seat for the job. Let him get comfortable with the new offense in Arthur Smith. Allow him to continue to gel with his teammates like he did last season late. Let's see what he can do. Why waste 6 years with a guy? I just don't understand it. You've let him sit and rot on the roster. At least let the guy have a chance, man. That's just my opinion. What's up, Mark Malone? Yeah, it does hurt bad. I couldn't live without my dogs. I couldn't either, man. I'd be devastated. I like harnesses over collar. That's what we use now, JD, is harnesses. They have harnesses and like their dog tags and stuff. You can still clip them to the back and all that. What's up, Thomas Warrington? What do you think that Pittsburgh are going to do this year? I think they're going to be a little bit better, maybe a game or two. We'll see how that goes. But it's going to depend on this quarterback situation and what happens with it, because that is the key, guys. This quarterback situation, they got to solve it, and they got to solve it early here in free agency. They can't wait days. They need to have the framework in place now and know what direction they are going to, because you could probably see a Russell Wilson signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers anywhere from now until Sunday. I'd almost bet on it, because he does want to meet with, I think, the Raiders. But that would probably make more sense. If you really want Russell Wilson, don't let him get out of Pittsburgh if that's the case, Figure it out early is what I'm saying. CC, my dog died about 2 months ago, and I was very, very, very sad. Died at 18 years old. Wow, man. That's a long life. Well, sorry, man, that your dog passed. That sucks. I'd be devastated, man. I feel bad for you, man. I know how bad that has to hurt for sure. It depends on the discussions behind the scenes. They may be telling Mason, until you agree to sign, we're going to look into other options. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. We're all sitting here just looking as this information just drops little bits at a time, and we're trying to really form what they're trying to do and trying to really get in their head here. But it's hard to read between the lines. I've been told all offseason that Russell Wilson wasn't even a possibility and that I was dead wrong. I've been told that by many, many, many people. But here he is. He came in for a meeting. So there must have been some validity to some of the things, you know? And then you see like the Mason stuff. There has to be some validity to it. Mason himself has even talked about it. The Steelers have shown interest. They've said they have interest. So, you know, there's some truth to all this stuff. And until Mason does sign, the Steelers are really in a spot to where they have to look. They really, really do. They can't allow Kenny Pickett to be the best quarterback on their roster in 2024 because they're asking for trouble, man. They definitely are. All right. Sorry for your loss, Scholar. Maybe we pick up the Bills center and take Amarius Mims. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a tackle in round one, guys. I wouldn't mind a tackle or a cornerback or a center. I keep saying that. I don't think you can go wrong with those three positions. I don't think it would be devastating in any way, shape, or form for them to go get one of them. I think it would be a great thing. I think you give like an A+ grade to Omar if that's what you grade him off of in the first round, if it's one of those three positions, especially if you're getting one of these studs, one of these guys that you know has a big ceiling, man. You can't go wrong, I don't think, in round one. And then round two, get up. Maybe trade up a little bit if you need to, if you really want to go get somebody that you have your eyes set on, you know? The Panthers need some draft capital. Maybe they'll take it. I don't know. There's other teams out there that could get desperate. There's lots of teams that make stupid moves, too. Take advantage of it. Mike Engel. Sorry, guys. I can't pronounce your last name, Mike. Sorry. Mikey, we'll call you. Batched out around for years. Not a bad place to be second string. We will like you forever. Yeah, you're right. It's a good place. I have a theory about Mitch signing. And the way Kenny draft went, do you think Haskins was supposed to be a bigger part of the plan? I do, and I've always thought that. I thought that they did bring Dewey in for a real reason. And it wasn't just to play third string quarterback, and it wasn't just to sit there. I think they saw some major potential in Dewey. It's a damn shame what happened to Dwayne, and damn, man, I really would have liked to see what he could do with a better organization, a better franchise that maybe could have given him a good opportunity to succeed. It's shit, man. That was a real tragedy to watch that go down the way it did, and I still don't understand that. But I've always thought that Dwayne was going to play a bigger role, and that's what started snowballing everything else, you know? I think that they had big plans for him, man. I really, really do. I don't know what them plans were, but they definitely, I think, had more thoughts than just bringing him in and being a third. All three positions are solid choice. Just pick the best out of those positions. Yeah, Steven, and that's what I keep talking about with that. Steelers got to draft best player available, but yet they have so many holes that when they draft best player available, it's 90% of the time is going to hit on a hole. So I don't think there's a way or a path that Omar could really jack this shit up. I really don't. And I think he can continue on year two, having another solid ass draft, man. I really think that to be true. Mason is going to give us a good year of quarterback play and go somewhere else. I don't even know if he's going to be signed. It's just going to depend on this Russell thing, probably. The Lions game in 2021, Mason looked the same as the Bengals game. The wide receivers were playing limp-wristed. There was a wide receiver drop for an interception and a drop touchdown pass, 7 drops total. Yeah, he got screwed in that game. I thought he should have won that game. He played tough in that game, too. Running tough, all that shit. He played a really good game, man. And that game, a lot of people pin that on him. They're like, oh, he has a tie versus the Detroit Lions. Dude, it wasn't his loss. And they try to pin the shit in Buffalo on him, the playoff loss. That wasn't Mason's loss either. Mason hasn't played bad. He's taken the heat for a lot of shit, and that's rightfully so. He was the quarterback at the time. But damn, we got to give him a little credit. You know, a little bit of credit. Yeah, Mike, RIP to Dewey, man. No doubt, man. David, too, says RIP 3. No doubt. All right. Batch coming home was part of it. Ben was always going to be the starter, and Charlie knew his role. Yeah, Charlie was the ideal backup. Charlie came here knowing what he was coming to do. Charlie came knowing what he had to do, wasn't trying to mess the system up. He was just trying to fit in the system. And he did a great job, and he became a leader from that second string quarterback spot. And you don't see that often in the NFL. You don't see that a lot at any level, where the second string guy is looked up to as a well-respected man on that team, where people really, really are behind him. And that's why Charlie, even though his skill set was a little lacking later in his career, he was still able to come in and secure victories because people really wanted to play for Charlie. And that's a big thing, man. All right, guys, make sure you hit the shit out of that like button for us here on Steel City Live. Also, don't forget, April 1st, we'll have Merrill Hodge live on here. That'll be a cool thing, and we're going to continue to grow our membership perks, all that fun stuff. And remember, starting, I think, Monday, we said. I have to go back and watch the other live show from last night. But I think starting Monday, or starting now, actually, whoever gets that membership for 99 cents a month, you're going to be registered to get in on the action, man. Let's see. Get in on the action. Boom. You're going to be registered to get that as a member, and then I'm going to have my son draw it here live. We'll give it 30 days, and then whoever, and I'll pay for the shipping and send it to you, and you can have a cool-ass Super Bowl 43 picture. So that's just one little incentive we're going to do. I think trade makes sense for him. A lot of value for him. Who's that? Who were you talking about? I'm not sure. DK. Okay. How do you feel about the D. Johnson biz? I think I'm a fence rider with that one, man. I could live with the trade. I could keep him. I'm kind of both ways. Depends on what you get for him. If you can get a lot of value, like one of the commenters was saying, take it, man. You need to build, and you need to act now. And if you can get a lot of value for Deontay, go out, replace him in free agency with a guy like Tyler Boyd or something similar to that level of guy. Ride with George Pickens as your number one. Go out in the draft, get another young stud. And the Steelers have had success throughout the years at drafting wide receivers, so why not take a shot at it, man? Why not get the most that you can? Because after this year, you're going to have to figure out whether you want to re-sign him, and is he going to be a guy you want to pay big bucks to again? Because that's what he's going to expect. Jake, I'm right there with you. I was so poor growing up. I had been a girl, I would have had nothing to play with. Nick Abbott, what do you think about Pat P? He's gone, guys. Pat P is released, and I'm not sad about it. He was aging. If they were going to keep him. Now, here, guys, just because they released Patrick Peterson doesn't mean that he won't be a Pittsburgh Steeler next year. Maybe they released him just to get his cap number down, because when they got him, they were just responsible for that. There was already a contract in place. So that's how they ended up getting him. And that was from the Vikings. I do believe I'm correct on this. So the Steelers may have just released him to re-sign him to a lower deal, a lower cap hit, if he's willing. Maybe they already figured that out. I don't know. I'm just saying that's an option. I think they've done it in the past. I'm pretty sure they have. Release a guy, get him back easy. What's up, Jamie? Cleared some coin today. Nice. Good job. Oh, you're talking about the Steelers. I thought you meant you, Jamie. I was like, good job. Way to make some cash, bro. Yeah, the Steelers cleared some coin, and we're happy about that. Nick Abbott. Who do you think we will sign? It's going to be wild, guys. I think they're going to go out and get some type of receiver, probably. I do. But that's going to be a contingent if they work out maybe a trade package for Deontay Johnson. I think they're going to figure out this quarterback shit. We have to. It's going to be Mason or Russ, somebody like that. They're going to sign one of the two. Yeah. They're going to figure out some shit in free agency, and I think they're definitely going to get a center. I'm not sure what center, but I can almost guarantee that a center is a free agent signing. I can almost lay money on that. And I think that won't, though, shy them away from drafting one. And I think you could possibly see some signings at inside linebacker in the free agent market. I think you could also see a possible signing at the quarterback spot. All options are on the table here because you're not going to be able to fill it all with the draft capital that you have. You have a lot of holes, and when you're rolling in the draft, you're taking a chance. It's a gamble, I can't even do that, Corbin. I don't want to even talk about Justin Fields. Sorry, bro. I'm Justin Fields out. Pat P gave mixed signals. He said Mason tore them up in scout team. Bengals just got it on film. but then said he wants Pickett as QB. I seen that too, D. I watched that. It was a kind of weird thing, and I didn't get what he was saying, but who knows? Robert Rowe, P2 isn't a safety, lower pay as a backup corner. Maybe he isn't a physical tackler. He's not. That's what you're looking for with Pat P back there at that safety spot. You're looking for him to be that ball hawk guy is what you're trying to hope for probably when you're bringing Pat P back to the safety spot. And no, he isn't a physical tackler, but do you really need a heavy hitter back there? You just need a guy that's going to get somebody on the ground. So, it's a little bit of risk reward. He does have some ball hawking skills. He's a smart player. He's been around for a long time. Maybe that matters, I would see drafting a wide receiver as a more likely possibility. I think they could. I think they're gonna probably. I would say with the 7 picks that they have, 2 in round 4, none in round 5, 1 in round 6, 1 in round 7. Yeah, I would say with the picks they have, you will see almost certainty. A tackle, cornerback, a linebacker, a wide receiver, and maybe a quarterback. Those are my top ones. A quarterback would be late, like a Carter Bradley, a Spencer Rattler, somebody like that maybe. I think that's their approach with the third string quarterback. That's what I think they're going to try to do. Justin Fields was hitting me from the back while Tyreek Hill was passing me around the Miami Dolphins. That was from Nico. Oh, I don't know what my family is doing upstairs. They are pounding something. Hard to tell. Jamie, will be interesting to see what free agent inside linebackers and DBs will be signed. Yes, you're right. It's going to be interesting, but I don't think it'll be any big name guys in the inside linebacker like a Queen or anything like that. Ralph Miller III, I'm just happy to see the Steelers being active after all these years of being a Steeler fan. Yeah, they are players, man, and it is exciting right now. We're not used to so many moves, and I think you're going to see a lot more. I think this weekend's going to be very exciting. I think there are going to be some other things that happen, especially ahead of free agency here, because they can get some framework laid out with some guys and, just sign them officially on the 13th. So that's going to be big, guys. All right, man, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. I'd truly appreciate it as we get through the chat here on Steel City Live. I'm Jason, your host, and this is Mic Drop Sports. And we go live pretty much every day about 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and usually have an upload every morning. So keep your eye out for that. And let's keep going with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the NFL news. I did see this one. The Washington Commanders, Sam Howell to Denver Broncos. Is that who they're going to replace Russell Wilson with? Sam Howell. That's pretty crazy. I just seen that. What Steelers need is to focus on their defense. We have older guys ready to retire. That's what happened when you had the Killer Bees era, Spy. The defense aged out. And it was very, very difficult for the Pittsburgh Steelers to try to recover there, especially when you had a quarterback on an inflated salary with Ben Roethlisberger. Things like that. It's hard to recover. You got to have many good years of the draft. You got to start bringing players along. You can't fix it all in free agency, and we saw that defense phase out at that time, age out at that time, and that's the problem, and that's a thing a lot of teams run into. When they start getting good on one side of the ball, the other side's starting to age out, and you really got you got to figure out how to time that perfectly. Nico is out of pocket. Okay, I don't know, Nick. I didn't understand what he was saying. JD, don't forget a punter too. That can be a holder also. Yeah, man. We keep forgetting about that, JD. I keep forgetting about that. The punter situation. Do they draft somebody? Do they get somebody in free agency? What the hell do they do here? They definitely got to figure it out. Cool dude, 9902 edits. What's up, man? All right. Jamie, I don't see any changes to D-line another year to cook. Yeah! Dude, there are a lot of freaking holes, man. And that's another one that I want to put in the draft positions that I think they'll reach for. I think they're going to really try to get a defensive tackle, too, somewhere. That's an issue because Cam's getting older and he's going to have to restructure or something. He's just not worth that kind of cash, I don't think. I mean, we'll see. He's had some surgeries and shit. Maybe he comes back better than ever. But that's a lot of bread, man, for Cam. And if the other guys are going to start taking some extensions and things of that nature, why not Cam? Figure it out, buddy. Please, help him out. I could see his signing recently released Bill Center. I do too. He's supposed to meet with the Steelers anyway. You like the Chiefs? Cool, dude. The Chiefs are pretty good right now. It's official. What's official? Let me get back down here. Steelers never replaced Ron Shazier. No, they didn't. Jason Kelce on Monday did his retirement speech. I know that sucks, man. Kelce's a good player. Hard to play defense after fighting. Yeah, they did. What are you saying? Fighting the Balrog? I'm not sure what you're saying there, D. Sorry, man. It's hard for me to see some of these words on here. Spy NGL for the struggles we had season. Was glad to see the Steelers make them playoffs. Yeah, it was cool that they made the playoffs, but we want to start seeing them actually succeed. 24K. I don't understand why people want to overlook the fact that the two NFL teams are paying $110 million dead cap space to get rid of Russell Wilson, and yet the Steelers want him strange. Abso-freaking-lutely, 24K. That thought has passed through my head many times in the past couple days, and I'm thinking to myself, why? There's got to be a reason they don't want him. But Russ plays good for defensive-minded coaches, it seems. You know, I don't know. I have no clue, though. That's kind of odd. It is odd, guys. Joe, he said he's seen Russ downtown. Oh, there you go, man. Did you get his autograph? The other thing, too, they were carrying Shazier on 53 rosters, so he could get his insurance beyond playing years. If I remember correctly, they had to eat AB contract, etc. It all held. Yeah, no, they paid him for a while, too, Roberta. They took care of him, man. They made sure he got his shit. They didn't just throw it out. BMW, hi, bro. I am from Iran. Nice. Awesome, man. Glad to have you from Iran. Awesome. Robert Road, I will always love the Chiefs. Or love the Chief. Yeah, no doubt, man. Me too. Nerd. Maybe you were correct in that one. I'd have to go back and read that. Sorry, D. Mike Engler, is Russell Wilson the QB to bring back to the Steeler way? Locker rooms didn't like him. I don't know. I don't think he's a big-time leader anymore. You hear a lot of bullshit. Sherm talking about him publicly that he's a shitty person inside the locker room. Marshawn Lynch talking about him being a shitty person inside of the locker room. They ain't the only ones. Is that something you want to bring in here to Pittsburgh? And they bring up a good point in the comments. $110 million being paid to get rid of Russell Wilson and dead cap money. Teams are trying to push him out the door. What intrigues you about bringing him in? I don't get it. Yeah, but why bring a guy in just cheap, man? If he's just cheap, there's a reason they want rid of him, man. Was there ever this kind of dead cap? Never heard of it before. There's a lot of dead cap money nowadays. Nick Abbott, Steelers Nation, here we go. Yes, sir. Spy, Russ is too old. He was good in his prime, but he is too... he ain't no Tom Brady. Hell no. Nick, don't say that. Okay, I don't know what you guys... Trade DJ, sign Boyd. Got to sign a center. I like to trade DJ. I like signing Tyler Boyd, too. I can do it either way with DJ, though, guys. Trade him if you get a good enough haul, and I could take his production and his route running if they bring him back. And you got to get a center. I mean, they have no option. AJ, Russ gets injured constantly. Russ is old, bro. I'm not into it. I hope they don't get him. And I know they can get him cheap, but why just aim for cheap? I mean, honestly, why? Go out and figure it out. Get the guy the best quality for the best price and make it a fair deal. Get the best guy. Also, we miss Pouncey. That guy didn't get credit. Beast of a man, LO, no BS and Forza. I loved him, man. That was from Mike E. Dude, Marquise Pouncey in my book is one of the better Steelers centers of all time. He was pretty damn solid, man. A guy that'll go out there and rip your ass up. Joe Mannix, Raiders will sign Russ if we don't. I hope they do now. I hope they sign him. I hope if he goes there, they don't let him walk out of the damn building. If Russ was 28, I could see wanting him, but he's like 3 years old, or 3 years younger than Ben when he retired. Absolutely, D. I'm not into getting old, man. I'm not into this team going out and getting older. They are already old at spots. Why pin yourself in that damn position? I can never understand that with any team. I just can't. I can see if you're one damn player away, man. You need one damn player. And that player got a couple more good years in him. Go ahead, do what you need to do. But, dude, Steelers got a lot of holes, and you can't afford to get old anywhere. We saw what happened to him with the Broncos last year. Yeah, we did. I heard ex-Steelers stud, now Denver admin guy, Chad Brown, called some Steelers management and warned against Wilson. I hope he did, man. Hope you're right, Jamie. I hope you are right. No, I never have watched Lord of the Rings, D. Never one time in my life. Never even. I think I watched like 5 minutes of one of them where they were in a little hobbit house or some shit. Like the beginning of one, but I've never watched them. I'm going to check them out. I've heard so many times for me to watch them, so I am. DJ is a diva. We can get another talented wide receiver in the draft or in free agency. I agree, Nick. Spy, hey, since we are on the Steelers, what your take on Joey Porter Jr. so far? I think he's outstanding. I think he's lengthy, quick, good hands. I think he can do a lot of good things. When I mean good hands, I mean like breaking passes up, things of that nature. He did have a big interception against the Baltimore Ravens, which was a really shitty throw by Lamar Jackson. Really bad decision to go, and I just think he was trying to test the young stud, and he proved that you don't test him, and that he's going to bite you if you do. And Joey Porter Jr. played really, really well, and man, I like him. I think I can see big things coming for Joey Porter Jr. in the future. Mason will be 29, still young. Yeah, 29 years old, he ain't even 30. He got 5-6 good years left at minimum. Yes, EL, when the Steelers do have a stud center, guys, what does that provide you? A guy that can get out there and pull, hit some blocks, a guy that isn't snapping the ball, rolling it on the ground to the quarterback, not messing the play up instantly. Shit like that. That matters. That matters big. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm kind of getting out of breath. JD, it worries me that the Steelers would even look at Wilson. It does, man. It does make you wonder. Russell Wilson from Jamie, 17-28 over the last 3 years. That's a shitty record, man. Damn. Kenny Pickett gets a better record. Roberta Campbell, Russ hasn't played well in the last few years. No, he hasn't. Let's keep going. Miss Pittsburgh, oh my goodness, I hope they don't bring him in here. He don't even look good in the black and gold. Nah, he just don't fit. And he's part of the Acrisure group. That's what makes me wonder too. He's part of the Acrisure group. So he's, part of the sponsor that sponsors the stadium. Nick Abbott, do you think TJ will ever get a ring with the Steelers? And if so, what's the pass? I'm not sure, man. It's going to be tough for TJ to get a ring with the Steelers right now. They got to really figure this quarterback shit out. And until that happens, I don't see anybody getting a ring with the Steelers. But if they figure it out and they go with a guy like Mason and he succeeds and it's still a cheap deal, they're able to add all these pieces in free agency and in the draft, I think you got a good chance, man. It worries me too. Kirk over Russ any day. I would take Kirk over Russ, Spy. They better keep Mason, Miss Pittsburgh. I agree, Miss Pittsburgh. I think it's a economical thing. I think it is a real locker room a booster because the guys in the locker room really like to play for him, it seemed like. Mikey, TJ should be one of the most decorated so far. Yeah, he should be. He's gotten scrubbed for the for the depoy several times. AJ, our defense is a monster, but we can't rely on them to carry us through another season. That's what hurt them, and that's why they're so beat up. And that's why the inside linebacking core was decimated. They had finally found some replacements for the Ryan Shazier shit that happened to Ryan and that tragic stuff that happened with him, and they've never been able to replace him. And they finally were able to get some good production out of the guys in the middle, Quan, Cole, and Landon, and they were really starting to do well there. But when you're on the field constantly due to 3-and-outs, you beat your defense down, and it's a problem. And the offense was their worst enemy last year, the Pittsburgh Steelers' worst enemy. Feels like dark times in Pittsburgh sports. Yeah, they just traded Jake Gensel from the Pens, and guy hasn't even been healthy. Hasn't even, didn't even get to go out as a Penguin, playing and scoring goals or anything. Jake the Snake out, man. No more Jake shakes. But the Pens look like they're having some issues. The Pirates, they're the Pirates. They suck ass. Dude, I used to be the most faithful the most faithful until about 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Pirate fan there is, man. I'm talking every night at 7:05. That TV upstairs was tuned to the Bucko baseball, man. You can ask my son. We went to many games. My son and I would just go by ourselves. I'd take my whole family. We'd go sit behind a dugout, like spend major dollars with the Pittsburgh Pirates. But man, I can't support that shit no more. They do nothing to win, and that's a problem. When they spend nothing to win, they make stupid ass moves. They do nothing to win, and it's just like pathetic. So I literally have backed off of the Pirates. So you won't see Pirate content from me. But the Steelers, I've tried to stay as loyal as I can. I love football, man. That's my thing. I like it. So our defense is a whole reason how we got so far. I think so. I think they did good. Jamie, hey, Jason Pickett is 14-10 in the last 2 years. Yeah, way better than Russ. 14-10 is way better, no doubt, man. Good stat, Jamie. Thank you, man. Roberta Campbell, do you think it was the sponsor who wanted the team to bring him in and talk to him? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, there's a link there. His wife's, part of that sponsor, that Acrisure team. Maybe that is a possibility, Roberta. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't say no. Corn Dog Wizard. Yeah, what's up, Levi? Nick Abbott. Cole Holcomb was looking great until his knee got blown up. Yeah, that was devastating, man. Hey, make sure, Corn Dog, you go hit that damn like button since I did your shout out, bro. I'm just messing with you. I don't care. But make sure you hit the like button. I do care. All right, Skylar Cannon. It's Steelers are 14-10 because our defense, not because of Kenny. Yeah, Kenny had some fourth quarter comebacks. We'll give him that. We'll give him that. Yeah, Jamie, that was a nasty ass injury. Mikey, do you like the OC hire? Big, probably with his Daniel Henry, very team. I like I love Arthur Smith now that I've had time to digest it. I really do. I think he's going to play a brand of football that we've come accustomed to in Pittsburgh to really like over the years. A hard brand of football, a brand of football where winning in the trenches means something. And I think Pittsburgh fans have liked that brand of football. They bitch about offenses maybe not putting up a shit ton of points, but we like to be known as that hard-nosed city, that city of guys that aren't no bullshit, man. We like that. And we can all act like we want to see a shit ton of points all the time because we do. We do want to see points. But we love our hard-nosed brand of football, and I think that's what Arthur's going to bring. All right, guys, I got to go. My chat flew down, so if I missed your shit, no, thanks, Tracy. Appreciate it. Arthur Smith will either be great or horrible. Yeah, I don't know if there'll be an in-between, but we got to give him that year to get things established. But I think Arthur's going to hit the ground running, man. I really do. Got you a thumbs up there. Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate you. Robert wrote, I didn't stop buying the extra inning package until this season. Maybe the Pirates will shock us all and finally get back to the playoffs. Still my team, but why spend money when the owner won't? That's exactly my thoughts, Robert. I was dumping hundreds of dollars into that. Dude, we went like every month. I'm not even joking you. My wife, we used to get box seats right behind the Pirates dugout, man. And we would have a damn blast there. And that was like during the Zoltan and all that shit. We had a freaking blast there. We would yell at, you guys remember that one player that had his lips tattooed on his neck? Every time he'd come up the bat, I'd be yelling, lips, lips, like when he's in his the warm-up box. Dude, he would look at me pissed off. I can't remember what his name was, but that was a good time of being a Pirates fan, man. We used to take family friends with us and shit. Good seats. It was a blast. And we were dumping hundreds into it a month, and I can't do it no more. AJ, that brand of football is called Smash Mouth football. Sure, whatever you want to call it. If that's what you want to call it, I call it just tough. Hard nose, man. Smash Mouth. That's cool, too. I'm excited for it either way. I like that tough brand. I do too, Roberta. I hope they do. Here's one now. She's over there. She just came to lay down and stink up the room. I'm excited for Arthur. Me too, David. Roberta Campbell. Hey, do you remember when they had Buck Nights? I do remember when they had Buck Nights. Do you remember when they had Jose Talbot a CO? Yes. Yeah, he's a jackass. It was funny to make fun of him. Yeah, Do you guys remember when they had all-you-could-eat seats out there in right field? That was sick too, bro. You couldn't get it all, but you got some quality grub out there. Playing baseball is one of my favorite things, but I'd rather watch snails bang than watch it. Yeah, me too sometimes. I like baseball. I love playing baseball. I actually like to play men's slow pitch. It's fun too. PNC is the best stadium in all of baseball, and yet good for nothing nutting won't put a winner on the field. Absolutely. Dude, when you sit right there behind that dugout, I have to admit, the view of that skyline is unfreaking believable. Just the way that looks, you could just sit there and watch that skyline all night, man. All night. Preppy's World. Jesus loves you. I love Jesus, man. I love my Lord. Palomalu Productions. Sup? What's up, bro? Opinion on Permane Brothers sandwich. It's an acquired taste. I like them. I get them without coleslaw, though, a lot of times. I don't like the coleslaw. Sometimes I get it. It depends on which sandwich I get. It depends. Like if I get what's that? Like the capicola, I make sure I get like the coleslaw. It adds a good flavor. But it's not for every single sandwich. But I am a definite Permane Brothers fan, and I don't think it's like the greatest thing in the world. I usually get the super hot chicken strips down there at the stadium when I go down to the Bucco game. That bucket of them, man. I sweat my ass off eating them bitches, like or Quaker steak or something. But I definitely always get a Permane Brothers sandwich at least before I leave. JD, MLB would be better if they had a salary cap. Yeah, they would. It's out of freaking control. Some of them contracts there are so dumb. So dumb. Skyler, JPJ is lockdown cornerback. That was a hit on both first round picks. Dude, I gotta say, that was one of the better drafts in Steelers history. Let's just face it. Those were two studs in first, basically two first round picks. I gotta admit. I'm not saying it's best ever because it wasn't, but it ranks up there, top 5, 6. Definitely a good one. Yeah, Palomalu Productions. Do you think we should sign Rudolph? Absolutely, I do. All right, guys, I'm not going to really bring up too much shit from on over here unless you guys have something that you want me to look up or something as we finish up. I'm going to try to wrap up here in the next 10 minutes or so, but don't forget you can help the show. There's links in the bio to do so. You can help us by joining and being a member, or just help us by simply hitting the like button. That helps a lot, guys. So let's do that. And I appreciate it so much, and I always appreciate you guys coming through here for Steel City Live. Don't forget, guys, April 1st, Merrill Hodge will be on here live for you guys. So that'll be a little bit different format for him, maybe answer some of your questions. Mr. Lips, 31, rum bunner. Yeah, he's a douche. Mikey, did you see Pittsburgh is doing a feasibility study for a basketball team? Yeah, I seen that, man. And I got to say, I wouldn't be opposed to an NBA team, man. I would be down for it. I've always wanted an NBA team to root for. I don't watch the NBA because of that. I just can't get into it because I don't have a team, man. I don't have a team to root for. And if my boys in the Berg get one, I'm down. Jamie says if downtown Pittsburgh would hit the O in Oakland, something that went hand in hand with Permane's sandwich, the O and their fries. Heard they went out of business. They did. They're out. But you're definitely right. The O was cool. We used to go up to Oakland and watch some football games and shit when I was little. That was a cool stadium back before they tore it out. The fish that saved Pittsburgh. Armand just joined in. How about Dotson? He was top 4 after 4 weeks with Rams playing proper side. Yeah, Dotson, look, he went from nothing, a 0, to getting paid, guys. That was a big whiff on the Steelers' part, but he may just not have fit well, and the Steelers may be the cause of that, So it might tell you something. They're getting a lot of red flags. Wait, did you say you got Merrill? Yeah, he's coming on a live show, Jamie. Merrill's coming on a live show up April 1st at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Merrill Hodge, one of the good Steelers that I've liked over the years. One of the better ones. The guy got a good book out. If you go check his book out. But he's going to come on to the show. So have a question or two ready. We're not going to get to a ton of questions with him, but he's going to be able to answer some in the chat for you guys. Yeah, definitely so. So, yeah, Merrill will be on April 1st. Roberta Campbell, they just need to make sure their colors are black and gold. Yeah, you got to fit in with everything else in the Steelers, and I think they would. I don't think they would go out any other way. Pittsburgh Pipers. Oh, okay. Was that a team back in the day? What was the old basketball team's name in Pittsburgh? I can't remember. Yeah, he did, Jamie. Top 5 guard contract. It's pretty good. He went from zero to getting paid. Thanks, D. Yeah, just FYI, get a 99-cent membership. You get some emojis and badges and shit like that. And sometimes when the chat gets really busy, I only answer the people that are on the members thing. But most of the time, it don't get too busy like that. But sometimes it does, and I do that. So it is what it is. Steelers, or Stephen Carpenter. Steelers love playing O-line out of position. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. Jamie, love when ESPN fired him. He was 100% correct on the draft. ESPN was 100% wrong. I don't know who he was talking. Oh, Merrill, yeah. He's done NBAC stuff, ESPN. Yeah, he's done a lot of shit. And he's very knowledgeable, guys, and we're going to get some insight because that's going to be right ahead of the draft. And what I really want Merrill to come and talk to you guys is a little bit about himself and, his book and stuff like that. But I want him to give us some insight into the draft and what he's looking at for the Pittsburgh Steelers and what he thinks they should do. He's very insightful, and you should get a really, really good show that close to the draft, What's up, Steeler Wade in the house? Armand, Condors, Pipers in between. I like Condors. Skylar Cannon, facts, you play better left tackle here, play right tackle. Yeah. Yeah, he did, man. He was good on ESPN. Hims, Jims, what's your feelings about Justin Fields? I think he's a turnover machine, man. Thanks, Steeler Wade. Appreciate you, bud. Hey, guys, check out your boy, Steeler Wade. He got a channel, too. Check that man out. He going to come on with me. Steeler Wade, we're going to line that up. I'm going to get you to come on here over a weekend one time here soon. We're going to line that up, brother. That way you can come talk to everybody. Best talent scout in the business. Yeah, he is, Jamie. I like him. Skylar Cannon, I ain't going to give him that until he can win the whole game from start to finish. Roberta Campbell, ESPN is no longer the worldwide leader. No. Mike Drop Sports is, Roberta. Oh, nice. Steeler Wade's uploading that one now, guys, so check him out. Give him a little love. As always, we got enough room for everybody. We love them all. Mikey, Hans, Ward, Big Ben should get hired as assistants. Why do you say that? Big Ben got a lot of cash, bro. He ain't coming to coach. Now, Hines, on the other hand, I think they've had some opportunities to bring Hines in and just haven't pulled the trigger on him. But I wouldn't mind Hines coming in, though, Mike. I wouldn't mind him. I think Hines got that heart, that will to win. And you don't find that in everybody, man. And people may laugh and call it corny or whatever bullshit. Having some heart in sports matters. And Hines Ward got that shit, man. Steven Kendrick. Trade TJ Twat. He's too good for us. Come on, bro. That sucks, Steven. Paranormal in the fan house. What's up, bro? It's all well. Thank you. Hope you're well. Notice many podcasters removing KP8 from the front page artwork. What say Jason at Mic Drop? Nope, it's still on there. Check it out. Kenny's still on there. He's still there. I don't know why I haven't changed it, but I like it. Actually, I didn't change that artwork for one real reason, and I remember now why I haven't changed it, because my son made it. So my 9-year-old actually made that artwork, and I keep it there because he made it. And, yeah, he's a cool dude, so I like to have his stuff up there. Stephen Kendrick, Mikey, Big Ben still is in. He's diagnosed as pretty well. Yeah, but he got a lot of money. He got his kids doing a lot of sports. It just don't make sense for him, Mike. When you're got a couple $100 million, and your kids are young and you're trying to do things with them, being a coach is super time consuming, man. It's way more than being a player, and it's a problem for those guys. And being a coach is very tough, and it just don't make sense for him. Aubrey Bailey, maybe when he gets older, Mike, that might be a thing. Weird to put it out there like this, but 1 year anniversary of my show is the 24th. Would you let me celebrate that night, the Mic Drop Sports? Yeah, dude. How about that? There you go. The 24th of this month, you got it, Steeler Wade. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll be here, bro. 24th. We'll celebrate your 1 year. How's that sound? Sounds good to me, brother. Sad JJ and TJ Hall of Famers with no rings. That sucks. Yeah, it does. And that's why I say, man, they got to figure this shit out. They can't keep letting guys that are elite athletes, elite players, Hall of Fame type players, age out without striking while the iron's hot. You got to pair these guys up with others, man, and get them a W. Figure the shit out. Figure it out. And if Mike Tomlin can't figure the shit out, if Omar Khan can't figure the shit out, get gone. Let someone else try. It's just my opinion, man. Is your name Stephen Kendrick Green? You're talking to Stephen. Is your full name Stephen Kendrick Green? I don't know. Nathan Sampson. Hey, what's up, Nathan? Or Nathaniel. Sorry, man. Jamie Hines Ward, I say he is the type of guy for coaching. He is, man. He got that heart, man. I'm telling you. That is the intangible. When you're talking football, you got to have a guy that's going to go out there and kill himself for the team, man. And Hines Ward brings that type of attitude, and I think he could breathe it into people. I really do. I think he could be a real motivator of men. Damn, man. Just watching Hines Ward play football make you want to run through a freaking wall, dude. You know? DeMonte Dawson not having a ring and Greg Lloyd not having a ring is a travesty, Robert. Travesty. Two beast players, man. Oh, they're talking back and forth, Jamie and Steel Rib. Now, D, you got to watch Lord of the Rings so you can get my cam. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Oh, Gandalf. Is that Gandalf? Gandalf jokes. Okay. Sorry, some of them weird names, I don't know how to read them very good. Mike E., how do you feel about the people thinking Garrett over Watt, including players? Garrett's a turd, dude. He's a big, oafy turd. He didn't even have any sacks, really, in the last 7 games. None, I don't think, in the last 7 games. And Nick Herbig had more sacks than Myles Garrett, the defensive player of the year in the back half of the year. Come on, dude. He's a fucking turd. Mike E., Hines coaches Noel. I don't know. Oh, CFL? I don't know where he coaches. Yeah, press like, guys. Hit that like button for me. We're going to wrap it up here soon. Yeah, he does look pretty good, I think. If I'm thinking of the same person, Jamie. Anything else you guys want to talk about? We can go for about 71 minutes. I'm about to get off here, probably. What's up, RJ? What's up, man? We're doing good here, brother. Glad to see you, RJ. Yeah, but we're about to wrap stuff up, guys. I'm starting to get a little bit like, bleh, feeling like shitty shit, but we're good, man. I've been eating this candy, this sucker, the whole time. I usually eat like 10 suckers, but this one, you break off a piece, you can't talk. Minnie McBride, you got to admit the Cardinals would have made it farther if they had Kyler Murray the whole season. I think Kyler's too damn small, man. I just do. I think he plays well. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't a big fan of his. I had to see more. Just watch him more, you know? That's all. For me to really give you a good gauge. I think Tomlin is just needs more help. What do you think, Guido? What do you think? What help do you think he needs? He's the head coach. He should be applying the help. What's the only question you have, RJ? How many beers are you having tonight? None, man. None tonight. Actually, I should. We just got our offer accepted on a new house, so I should celebrate. So we're upgrading to a new, bigger and better place, so yeehaw. Looking forward to that. But we won't close for a few months, so that's a good thing. Yeah, see, Miss Pittsburgh's using one of our emojis with our little terrible towel down there. We got one that's supposed to be me, one that's supposed to be Sean that joins me on Wednesdays. You guys know Sean. We got some other ones. Get some badges, too. You should wrap the comments. No thanks. My God, dude. Nala. Damn, this dog. I'm going to have to get off here. This dog is shitting up a storm. She's been laying here for a while and nothing. And I've been wondering, like, if she had left. Now I'm literally about to gag, man. This dog has the worst farts in the entire world. She shit in the car earlier, like, farted. And I had to roll down every damn window. I thought she was going to kill me, man, with her freaking ass. Yeah, good coaching staff. Get the right full coaching staff. I don't know. I think he should be applying some more help. There you go, D. Lay them all out there. Happy for you and family. God bless. Thank you, David. Thanks, Guido. Appreciate you subbing, man. Yeah, this dog, JD, I don't know what the hell's her deal, man. Maybe I need to feed him more of the wet food instead of the dry food. I mix it up sometimes. I give him like the can of Purina shit. But man, I don't know. Maybe I just feed him wrong or something. I'm going to have to figure it out because they make me gag, man. I'm going to puke one night right here. Blah, just everywhere. Live on YouTube. Tell me if that won't go viral. I'll get made fun of for the rest of my life. They can peel paint. Robert said his mastiff can peel paint with their farts. Man, I wouldn't doubt it. They're bigger than most grown men, you know? Did you hear Devontae Adams is going anywhere, going on free agency? No, I don't think he is, man. I thought he was signed. I don't think Devontae Adams is a free agent. I'm pretty sure Steelers. I'm not sure, though, buddy. I don't follow him that well, but I don't think he is. I think he's a Raider, man, for a couple more years. I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wear Ariats and Steeler fans so far. I like, thanks, man. I like this hat. I found it actually at Ross for like $15. So I was like, I'm going to get this, man. I like Ross. Always has some good shit. Yeah, she knows, man. She lays right here. She knows when I'm doing this, and she is so damn clingy, man. She doesn't want to leave my side, and it's kind of crazy. She will follow me. Say, like, I vacuum the floor of the house or something upstairs. She will literally follow me right behind me the whole time, and she hates the vacuum, but yet she will stay right behind me. If I'm doing, like, anything in this house, she is right there. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy, man. They should extend Najee's contract. I did a show on that yesterday. Nobody seemed interested, man. But Najee, they need to figure it out because they're gonna have to pay his fifth-year option, which is gonna be almost $7 million, $6.5 million, something like that. Dude, come on, Peter. Don't be a douchebag. 24 hours, and let's remove your comment. There you go. Don't put that stupid shit, man. All right, thanks, Steve, Miss Pittsburgh. All right, guys, I got to wrap this up, man. We'll talk more about Najee as we move forward here. Sorry for my hair being all messed up. I had an itch. All right, let's wrap it up, guys. Hit that like button for me, man. I appreciate it. Even on your way out, hit it, and we'll do all that. But we'll wrap this show up for tonight. I'm going to try to do a weekend edition one day over the weekend here. We'll try to just have an impromptu. See you. Thank you, Nathan. But we will see you guys. Don't forget, we're going to have Merrill on April 1st. We do our live show every night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesdays, so right now, I'm joined by Sean. We're going to have to adjust some times then for him because we're going to be a little bit apart on time. So we'll figure that out. But we'll just keep adjusting on the fly, guys. Don't forget to become a Mic Drop Mafia member. 99 cents a month. There's ways to help us in the bios. On the channel page. So there's ways to support us as we grow this channel and try to become the most real Steelers channel out there. We want to just give you the real shit. We don't want to hype you up with a bunch of clickbait or any of that. We just want to be real and have real conversation. And I enjoy you guys so much. All you loyal guys and girls that come every week and every show and always in the comments, and everybody new also. So I really enjoy you. I'm really thankful for you, and we'll see you sometime over the weekend. If not, we'll see you Monday for the live show, but I have a feeling we'll do one here over the weekend. It'll be an impromptu one. So turn on the notification bell because that'll help you know we're popping up. So until next time, I'm Jason. This is Steel City Live here on Mic Drop Sports. Peace.